Hey everybody, it's Sam. I'm doing my Module 3 response video. Probably going to be a little bit shorter than the required time, but I'm not feeling well. My allergies are acting up. But anyways, I will start off with Teddy's post, and you talked about stereotypes with Jewish people, and I thought it was interesting that you used that Jews are good with money. Um, which is a common thing that I hear as well myself. And it was nice to also be reminded that Jewish is not a race, they're multicultural. Um, Anybody can be Jewish. I actually have a friend that's Caucasian and Jewish, so it doesn't really matter what your race is. And then you went on to talk about an example used in the book was Adam, who was a Muslim, and it was different or difficult to be able to have a medium between the religion and academics, and that students and faculties didn't understand. And I think that's the key to um, people in higher education, that not everybody understands religion, sexual orientation, anything that's different from what um, they know and what they live. And you said, what are we supposed to do about this? We need to have spaces where people can pray. And use an example as a chapel, and I also did in my initial video as well, um, or an office that students that can identify with. And you talked about at your college there wasn't a place for other religions or sexual orientation to go to, even though there was clubs and organizations, and similar in my undergrad experience as well. So it was nice to know that other colleges, we have somewhere to go from where we are, and that way people can get an equal education, like you pointed out. And moving on to Danny, I always find your videos very passionate, and especially this one might be your most passionate one yet. But the key of your video was that we have to be the change, but we might be afraid to be the ones to make the change. And I think with you going out there saying that you're ready for it, and it encourages me to be ready for it as well, and I'm sure others as well. I found the story about Bobby very interesting, with him jumping off of an overpath, and how his mother disapproved but then understood. I was trying to understand why he decided to take his life, and now she is an advocate for LGBT, and it's amazing how one thing can change your life and make you look at other things differently. And I like how you said that when it comes to religion and sexual orientation, it can be calling the kettle black on both sides, and that it is a freedom to be who we are and can practice any religion, anything of that sort. And you talked about an open diversity space, which I think is great, so that way everybody can see the different cultures and sexual orientations, and learn about it in that way and not have them segregated in one area. Moving on to Cody's video, I enjoyed hearing about you growing up, your lifestyle, how you grew up in a small town, very Baptist religious town, and you were taught that if you were not straight, that you couldn't be a Christian. And even though I grew up in Raleigh with my religious background in the Methodist Church, I would agree that it was kind of the same impression as well. As you got older, you identified as gay and also as a Christian, and you felt that you were taught wrong your whole life. But you changed your views as you felt and as you got older, and I think that's something that we all are able to do, and we can have both if we let ourselves allow that. You said that having safe spaces where people can be welcome from all kinds of religion, and just have an open space so they're able to talk about it regardless of which religion they practice. And it's important for us to keep an open mind about our students and we don't know if we don't ask, and that's always something that we should always keep in mind with anything, regardless of the subject. And I like the program that you shared about two RAs combining programs for a religious program and a LBGT program. When I was RA at Peace, I was going to take my students to a drag show sponsored by NC State, but ended up not happening due to people having to study for tests and so forth on. But the fact that we were wanting to contribute and help a local university and spread the knowledge of what other people spread the knowledge of what others don't quite maybe understand because they are not gay, lesbian, bisexual, so forth on. So that's all I have for today. I would respond to Tamara's video, but it's private. So when it's public, I will try to view that at a later time. I hope you'll have a great night.